Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
This is Father Nyinya.
Yeah.
The parish priest of St. Ignatius. Ayambalong. Everybody is gone here.
Just like desert.
It's a desert now. Manigi, just this beautiful place. We are going to leave all these things behind. For who? For the Fulanis, of course. Kako government was a soldier. They want the Fulanis to occupy Nigeria and remain in Nigeria alone. Can you be a Can you be? I ask again, who is to stop this? Who? They are busy in Abuja doing nothing, practically nothing. Out of one small petty issue, but when life is at stake, people are dying. Go to Aso Rock. What is Tinubu doing? I don't know. Except to fly to France, to Dubai, and everywhere. Why his people are dying? This is our village. We don't have anywhere else to go to. See, yeah, man. Now you allow Fulanis to come and take over our land. Are they more superhuman beings than us? Are they more Nigerians than us? Just tell me. You say Nigeria, Fulanis are global people. Nonsense. Nonsense. Will you accept that I go to the far north and begin to cultivate my yam and maize? Will they allow me to do that? But here you say let them come and... You talk about transhuman or whatever humans. Protocol or whatever ECOWAS. You see all kinds of jargons. What kind of nonsense is this? Life is at stake. People are being displaced. Just do something. If you're overwhelmed, invite the international community to come and help you. Haba. But Pocho will still be there. Everybody is doing Pocho. Government is doing Pocho. Tinubu is doing Pocho at his level. The governors are doing Pocho at their own level. Everybody is doing Pocho. Pocho people everywhere. No wonder somebody say Nigeria is a shithole country. Okay, you have displaced these people. Where do you expect them to go to? Where? Would they come and meet you in Abuja? Haba, what is happening? Nigin be church ne? Nigin biane. Now nobody is here. Kai, move on, like the song was stopping me. Don't come. There's nobody here. I said, the bishop said I should come and pick Father Fair. See the village. He said them. They were very, very frustrated and waiting for me. Who is to stop this? I'm asking again. Who is to stop this? Must everything be all about politics? People are dying. Please, this government, rise to your responsibility. Be accountable. For once, I beg, try. Where is that Nigeria? Those Nigerian soldiers that are known to be very brave, where are they? Or have they also been compromised? Kai, no. I don't know. If you don't come, we are finished. They are just like nothing.
Make it from Badagry, make it reach Ikorodu, make it there for Ikorodu before 6:30. Even if na accreditation. Then do you like that? No, you are a father. You cannot treat your children like this. And of course, all of our children no kuku in Nigeria. Now, so abroad they do their students. The exam where you write, the school where you go will make you a professor of Islamic study. Now 6:30, now you reach, go write the exam. Begin to they complain. JAMB deny say they no put exam for 6:30. If they deny that one, say the exam now for 8, but accreditation and everything now for 6:30. That time, it not too early for small picking, where still they under the age of teen. That one now one. Secondly, everybody where they buy JAMB form, they register. Then they put their location where they so that JAMB go give them the closest school or exam center. But do you know, say the Ogakpatakata of JAMB Oloyede, whether he no waiting in people register, now only God know. But for you to leave for Ogun State, they can't give you exam center for Lagos and you go report by 6:30. I beg Nigerians make una look at me. No, they're too risky for children will be teen. Most of them self never even find their center. As at when then they write exams, some people they cry. JAMB fi call me you. Then me and una go talk because it gets the students where they call me because as it be like this, it come be like say the institution will be JAMB. Because of the attitude where some of their staff portray in this recent JAMB, it shows say it be like say they don't even take this young student career as a priority. Because you not go put exam for where children don't tell you say see where in they stay, see their preferred location where they want. You give them any exam center. Some travel all the way from another state, come another state to write JAMB. But if JAMB won't deny this one now, this evidence where I want give you. If JAMB won't deny them, make una come as I can't deny them. Then students will write JAMB. I bet make una come if the thing affect you. Many students no write JAMB. Many students no write. And the JAMB examiner no green listening to these children. Students call me, where they talk to you. Students call me, they cry. I don't know how they take my number, but they call me from Ikorodu Center. Some of them come all the way from Badagry. They don't even feel meet up the 6:30. So what in JAMB they tell us?
All right. On today's episode of the Emir Saddam Show, as I said earlier on, we'll be discussing about why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in France. Why Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken a 6th trip to France, and every time he takes this trip, they come out with some bogus statements. Oh, he's going on a rest mission, on a different things, just to keep Nigerians out of the loop of why he is actually in France. People begin to wonder, what are our ties with France? Why France? Of all nations in the world, why France? They did not colonize Nigeria. They have little or investments in Nigeria. Probably you point one or two. There is no real reason why Nigeria should be in bed or so close to France. We don't even speak French. It worries me, and it has worried so many Nigerians, wondering why the president of the country is so fixated and attached to France. Many people don't even know why. I myself had to ask myself, I had to go deep in, do my little research, and I'm presenting this to Nigerians because the mainstream media will never tell Nigerians what I'm saying right now. What we're about to discuss about right now is something that is frightening, it's scary. Many people will wonder, Saddam, why are you doing this? I had to ask myself, hello, is this topic what you want to talk about? But it's important that in times like this, where I've always said we're in desperate times, I'm indeed very desperate, to let Nigerians understand who is currently occupying Aso Rock and what our resources are being used for. Because they will never get this information from the mainstream media. All other podcasters will not talk about this. I don't know why. Maybe one or two of our investigative journalists will do this piece. But it's important, and for posterity's sake, that this is being discussed. You might want to know who is the billionaire with one foot in Nigeria and the other in Paris. You might want to know the godfather of the Jagaban himself, the so-called master of politics in Nigeria that tamed the Atlantic Ocean. You don't know he has a godfather? Well, let's dive into it today and understand better on the Emir Saddam Show. Okay, who is the godfather of the Jagaban himself? Who is the godfather of the Jagaban himself? Well, dear Nigerians, I present to you the man called Gilbert Chagoury. He's not your average businessman. He was born to Lebanese parents in Nigeria, so he's Lebanese Nigerian, as the case may be. He has built an empire. He has built numerous empires. Well known in the 90s as allegedly the money launderer of Sani Abacha, the late General Sani Abacha, the man that laundered funds for Sani Abacha in the 90s, the man that was laundering Nigerians' money for Sani Abacha in the 90s. And do you guys remember The whole story that was painted about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Deco created Nadeco, was part of Nadeco. He used Nadeco to fight Abacha's regime. What is Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing with the man that laundered money for Abacha? Did he really fight Abacha? Or was he the inside man to Abacha? These are questions that I think we should begin to ask ourselves as a country, because if your godfather today was the person laundering money for Abacha, I begin to wonder, were you really at war with Abacha, or were in business with Abacha? Why do you have another launderer of the Abacha's regime as your current minister of budgeting and planning, Tiku Bagudu? For a man that build his charisma or his character around fighting for democracy, fighting the Abacha regime, it is weird to hear or imagine that your characters around you are people that were the closest to Abacha. If you were just dealing with, okay, probably some few ministers of Abacha, some people that have been in government, there are some people that they call Ajip, any government in power. It's understandable, okay, because those people, they are always gallivanting around the corridors of power looking for one, filling up their portfolios, looking for an office or other. It's understandable. But when the key people that laundered finance for Abacha are your men, I begin to question truly if you are an Abacha's ally or an Abacha's enemy. And I hope Nigerians begin to understand these issues I'm discussing here today. Gilbert Chagoury was not just a money launderer for Abacha. He has been. We'll see most of this on your screens for you to understand. He has been fined in the United States for illegal campaign donations using straw donors. He has had his run-ins with international law enforcement. In Nigeria, he is very powerful. He is known as the owner of Eco Atlantic City. He literally owns Eco Atlantic City. In the US, he's very controversial. And in France, he is untouchable. That is the current godfather of Jagaban. So for him to have been there his sixth time, it's probably he's going to give every quarter report to his godfather on what he has done, breakdown on deals, contracts, because he has given this man a whole lot of contracts, of which we will be exposing a whole lot of them on the platform today. A whole lot of contracts have gone to Chagoury's firms, courtesy of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right from his days as Lagos State Governor till today. So it is not a relationship that is just a relationship of today. It is a relationship that has been for over 25 years. So if he has been in relationship with this man for over 25 years, stretching back to 1999, then you begin to ask questions. Truly, was Bola Ahmed Tinubu an ally to Abacha, or really an enemy? Or the question they asked, or the question of that have been put outside there, him being an asset to the CIA, as released by my very good friend, someone that I respect a whole lot, David Hundeyi. It is important Nigerian begins to ask these questions. Who is this man that occupied the seat in Aso Rock? What are his deals? What is he doing with the finances of the country? So let's dive into who Gilbert Chagoury is a little bit. He's not your average businessman. He's a billionaire. I'm trying to be very careful with my words here so that I do not say things that are not accurate here. I'm saying things that I can remember, things that I've done a little research on for you guys to understand. Is that under Obasanjo or under Jonathan that he was exiled of Nigeria? One of those two regimes made the exiled him out of Nigeria. He was a known money launderer for Abacha. It's not a hidden fact. Everybody knows about this. Everybody that knows about what's happening in Nigeria knows about this. Probably the common Nigerians I'm trying to pass this message to right now do not know. Or they know that he laundered money for Abacha, but do not know his deep ties and connection to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you might begin to ask, why is Chagoury based in France? Why? What is he doing in France? It's simple. No extradition to Nigeria. He has wealthy friends, wealthy connections back in France. It's a perfect hideout for a billionaire of his status. It's a perfect hideout for him where he can stay, and every quarterly he calls his boy to come and give him account of how he's running his country, because he owns Nigeria. That is the original owner of Nigeria right now as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Chagoury owns Nigeria. The juiciest of contracts goes to him and his firms. We'll be reading out some of them today on the Emir Saddam show. How far and how deep rooted these ties between him and the president is. And this is where it all gets all juicy, because the Chagoury's group have been involved in key projects in Lagos, including the massive Eco-Atlantic real estate and the sea reclamation project. That so-called he tamed the Atlantic Ocean was done by his godfather. The actual tamer of the Atlantic Ocean, the actual tamer is no other person than the billionaire Gilbert Chagoury himself. He tamed the Atlantic Ocean. His boy took took bragging rights. That is one of the most expensive lands in Africa, dare say in the world. The man controls and sits on wealth that it can only be imagined. Such men do not appear on Forbes list, and that's why when I see most people talk about Forbes list, I just laugh and I'm like, Forbes list consists of billionaires that their wealth can be accounted for. In reality, so many people on earth here that are more wealthier than those people on Forbes list, but their names can't be on Forbes list because their wealth cannot be accounted for. Their wealth has no ties to businesses, shady deals across different spheres, so you cannot tie their wealth. So let's dive into why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in France. And it hit me. I think I'm sounding similar to how many Nigerians will be wondering, why France? Of all countries, we don't even speak French. And at a point in time where French colonized nations in Africa are breaking ties with France, including our neighboring country, Nigerian Republic, to Burkina Faso, to Mali, to Senegal. These are French-speaking countries. And you see, with the colonization of Africa in Africa, the colonial masters, the British are more cunning. They're like, leave you guys, but they run things from behind the scenes. They control this and that behind the scenes, control key actors and policies in a very subtle way. But with the French, it is aggressive. Hopefully in subsequent episodes on the Emir Saddam show, I will talk about how much the French has held back Francophone speaking nations in Africa. How they created a separate currency for these guys that is in the Bank of France, in the central bank in France, and how they give people money like it is crazy. They come into your country, these are French countries, take all their wealth, all their mineral resources, convert the money and tell them, okay, no, we'll give you some. We are not capable. You guys are not yet wise enough to know how to use money. So as a big daddy, you take this and take that. And all these African countries say enough is enough. There's a reason why a 90-something-year-old man is still the president of Cameroon today, Paul Biya, because he's a total stooge to the French government. How can a 90-something-year-old man still be president in Africa today? Because the French are very comfortable with it. The same thing happened across Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, and all those countries. They stood up and said, no, enough is enough. We can see the transformation going on in Burkina Faso today. In the space of 3 years, they kicked the French out. Nigerians are inviting the French because of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ties. There is not one thing in 2 years you can point and say the French have done to Nigeria. Tinubu, why do you keep going to France? Why do you keep going to France? What is special in France? Are they about to start giving Nigerian free visas? Are they coming to build multinational companies in Nigeria? What is that special interest you have in France that we have not seen in 2 years? And as we speak right now, as this episode is being aired, he's still in France, hopefully to come back. Some say he has gone there for health issues. Some say he has gone there to rest. The official statement is that he has gone there to appraise, for a self-appraisal of what he has done in 2 years. With the great things he has done. How he has given Nigeria quality education. How he has created a Nigeria whereby we have 24 hours light now. All the roads are being worked on. The economy is right now the best ever. How $1 right now is equal to a naira. How Fuel is so cheap and available more than water. Bola Tinubu has done a great job for Nigerians right now that he is in France resting, saying, oh, what a great job I've done. I deserve this rest. I deserve this rest. Nigerians. And Nigerians applaud. Yes, sir, you deserve the rest. You have done so much for us. That is why he's resting in France today. Meanwhile, the reality is that Nigeria is burning. People are being slaughtered. From Plateau to Benue to the incident in Edo State to Enugu State. Constant killings. Across the country is blood flowing everywhere. In the midst of all these things, Tinubu is chilling in France and his deputy had the audacity to travel. I went to Senegal. Nigerian presidency that we are sitting under APC is just a joke. It's a joke. And it's a joke that Nigerians must begin to call out. So when powerful people like Chagoury are still chilling in France, and I have tried in the course of my submission to put the piece together for you guys to understand that this man is in France. He lives in France. Chagoury lives in France. Chagoury was the one that was given that ultimate, the biggest contract ever in Tinubu's history. The building of the so-called coastal road from Lagos to Calabar. That contract was given to Chagoury's company. I cannot remember any public bidding that was made. I cannot remember that passing through due process through the Senate or anything. It was just given. That contract is estimated to cost trillions to the Nigerian finance. Trillions. I don't know. It is mind-boggling that of all the companies in the world, Bola Tinubu found it fit to give his so-called super coastal highway project to is a company owned by Gilbert Chagoury. Define conflict of interest to me, Nigerians, please. To those that continue to support this criminal attitude of this government, I want to ask you, what is conflict of interest to you? How can you explain that the company of his godfather is a company that has been given the rights for the road? And Nigerians are so, I think Nigerian politicians are the luckiest, because Nigerians are so easy to please. And do the road now. He they do the road now. Shey they do the road. As long as they do the road now, they know wahala now. Make him even use his hand do am. There's no accountability. There's no due diligence. There is no pressure on these people. We just allow them to do whatever they like. Oh, what a great feeling to be a Nigerian politician. The greatest feeling ever any man can have is being a Nigerian politician, because you will have everything you want. Nigerians will give it to you. You don't even need to stress yourself. And for people like us that want to hold them accountable, fellow Nigerians will tell you, be careful, oh, what you they talk, oh, Saddam, they careful, oh, hey. Some will insult you. Some will call you names because you dare to speak truth to power. This isn't about gossip or about hate for the man called Tinubu. No, it's about governance in the country. If key decisions, financial deals, and political strategies are being made offshore in France, what happens to accountability? What happens to democracy? What happens to Nigeria? That we are sitting in Nigeria and decisions are being made about Nigeria from a penthouse in Paris, or probably in Monaco, or probably somewhere else in one little place. It's wherever it is, but not in Nigeria. And every quarter, the godson goes to France and give appraisal to his master. Is this the kind of governance Nigeria wants? Is this what we want as a people? Today's episode on the Emir Saddam Show is not going to be a long one. It's just me opening Nigerian eyes to understand truly the real reason why Bola Tinubu is in France, why he has visited France for 6 consecutive times in the space of 2 years. So you do not have to hit your head, you don't have to stress yourself, you don't have to wonder, oh, keep all the permutations. The man that is in charge of Eco Atlantic City, the man that owns Eco Atlantic City, the man that is currently sitting on the biggest contract in the federal government of Bola Tinubu, that man is the reason why Bola Tinubu is in France. I don't even understand it. I don't want to start thinking what these guys are discussing behind the scenes with Nigerian finances. What deals these guys, it is because when you begin to think, the more scarier it becomes. So that's why you should understand how important it is as Nigerians that we hold this government feet to fire. The mainstream media will not discuss about this. They will never talk about the connections. They will never talk about the shady deals. They will never talk about the conflict of interest. They will not talk. I even forgot to say it, that the president's son sits on the board of one of the companies of the Chagoury's. The conflict of interest is so, in any sane democracy, the current parliament in Nigeria should have started investigation into what we're saying right now, should have been questioning what is our business with France. We do not speak French. If all our neighboring countries are running away, breaking off from France, why are you taking us to France, Bola? What is the business you have with France? If you're the president of a country, your personal business should never take head position over the country's interest. Why are you going to the country where your godfather resides for 6 good times and you never come back with anything good? Not once have you come back and say, oh, give French cookies for Nigerians, share for Nigerians French cookies or something. You will never come back with anything good. When you come back, it's same propaganda, same lies that we're going to be fed with when you come back. Meanwhile, so many shady things have gone behind the scenes. And that's why the Emir Saddam show is here to hold you and the government accountable. It is important we hold our House of Reps, senators accountable, because these guys this is the worst set of politicians Nigeria has ever had in history. It's the worst set. From Akpabio, this is the worst Senate president in the history of Nigeria. The Senate is meant to check and balance the activities of the executives. But we have a Senate that all they do is to make sure that everything the executive do pass through. There is no accountability. There is nothing that they are going to say or do to checkmate Tinubu. They are there to, they stand in the Senate House and sing, on your mandate we shall stand. How has Nigeria fallen so bad? We have the worst set of criminals running this country, and it's important Nigerians begin to speak up and stand up. If we don't fix Nigeria in our lifetime, if we allow these people that are already at the door living, they are at the door of life, they are living. Bola Tinubu does not have 20 years again to live. These are facts. No matter how much he reduces his age, he doesn't have 20 years again on earth. Young Nigerians, our future is at stake. What will we tell our children in 20 years time from now? What did you do? What did you say? When an 80-year-old man was running the country down, what was your contribution? Were you one of those that kept silent because it doesn't concern you? Or because Nigeria matter don't tire you? Or because you were scared? Or were you one of those that stood up and spoke truth to power? Posterity and time will remember our actions and inactions of today. Nigerians, we really need to begin to ask these people questions. We really need to wake ourselves up. I am trying to make sure that Nigerians wake up here, because as it stands right now, every institution in the country has been stolen by these guys. Every institution in the country is controlled by these guys. There is nothing that is working in the country anymore. From the civil societies to the judiciary to the executive to the legislators, they are all in the pocket of one man. There is no checking, there is no balancing anything. To your media. And that is why I am also one more time challenging young Nigerians to stand up and speak up. Every single day Bola Tinubu is giving us content, but Nigerians will prefer to go and use it and do meme, comedy, laugh and joke about it. We joke about our very existence, our very life. We need to do better as a people. It is our inability to hold these people responsible that is making them thrive today. I'll make them thrive till tomorrow. So I'm asking questions on this episode. Nigerians, wake up. Connect the dots. Chagoury is very powerful. Tinubu is the president. France is the meeting ground. And the Nigerian people are mostly kept in the dark because the media, the mainstream media, will not say this. They will never talk about it. So share this episode, my brothers and sisters, friends and foes. Let's start this conversation. Let's demand transparency. Let's demand accountability. Keep the distractions aside and let's face our common reality. As I always say on the platform, we have to build a Nigeria that works for everyone, or a Nigeria that works for no one. It cannot keep working for some certain people.
Mo kí ẹ̀yin ya, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí àbúrò, mo kí wa pé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Ọ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀dà bí Èwo la mú wá fún wa lọ́jọ́ títí òní. Ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fojú ayọ̀ wò. Báwo ló ṣe rí? Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́? Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. God bless you.
So this particular guy right here is making millions from maggot farming. Maggot, yes. So this is the guy who is keeping this maggot. I want to be asking him how he's able to do this. So sir, please, what do you use this maggot for?
Well, this maggot is used to feed livestock and also even the people producing cream, because we have what we call cream. The oil from it can use it to
cream from this.
Yes, and it's very good for the body. They also use it to make some of these drugs, and it's very rich in protein.
So like this maggot here, like how much can one make from it in a month?
Like this my farm, I turn out nothing less than 3 million in a month.
Ha!
Like I don't want to hype it higher, like nothing less than 3 million.
From this, guys, come close and see this. This is maggot, man, Jesus. Like 3 million naira.
Yeah.
Who are your major buyers? Who do you sell to majorly?
The livestock farmers doesn't allow me to rest.
Are you
the
serious?
Fish farmers, the poultry farmers, the pig farmers.
Like this one, you told me you are sending this one to another state.
Yes, to another state, to Kwaibo. The man does not even allow me to rest.
They're using this one to feed which animal?
Fish and poultry.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Maggots.
Yeah.
Which kind of maggot is this?
This is the BSF flies maggot.
Okay.
You know, we have over 20,000 species of flies. So this in particular is the BSF. It's just one species out of it.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of products, not just the maggot.
Okay.
You can sell the egg. You can sell the frass. That is good for the crop farmers. You can sell a lot of things. You can sell even the shell. That is good in calcium. Yeah.
Wait, the maggot eggs. How is their eggs? I saw some flies. What are those flies for?
Okay, those are the BSF flies in particular. They are not the house flies. They are not associated with dates. So people will be afraid, and they are not harmful. They are so peaceful. You can even put your hand. They are so calm. So they are not associated with dates. So that is why this maggot is edible.
It's edible. Like human being can eat it.
Yes, it's edible.
Hey, no. Human being can eat it.
Human being can eat it.
Wait, how long will it take you to like produce it till it reach this stage where you can sell it out?
Okay, maximum 13 to 15 days.
To reach this stage?
Yes.
Are these maggots not like, don't they have bacteria in them or something?
That is why I said it is edible. If it has bacteria, it will not be edible. Even the pharmaceutical scientists will not use it to do drugs. So they fight against bacteria. That is what you have to know.
Are you serious?
They fight against bacteria. They have chitosan. They have those nutrients. They fight against bacteria.
Wow. Making millions from maggot farming.
And it is so proteinous. If you give it to your fish, that is why we say maggot farming. We have come to solve the problem of livestock farmers in Nigeria. Or even in the whole world, because it is very rich in protein. Give it to your fish, give it to your livestock. It boosts the growth of your livestock, and it also reduces cost of feeding. Yeah.
Oh wow. So like 1 kg of this maggot, how much do you sell it for? 1
kg of this maggot goes for, depending on the one you are selling. If you are selling the fresh one, goes for 1,000 plus. If you are selling the dry one, that one is very expensive.
So you have fresh one, you have dry ones. Yes. 1 kg.
Yeah. So it's very expensive.
And this your farm, how many kg do you produce in a month?
This is a 5-ton farm. That is 5,000 kg.
5?
Yes.
Hey!
That's monthly, not yearly. Monthly.
That's like 5 million.
Yes. So that is why I told you I don't want to. That is why I told you I don't want to hype it. I want to bring it down so that.
Wait, from this
maggot farming,
guys. Jesus, I can't believe this, man. A full video of this maggot farming is going to be dropping on our YouTube channel very, very soon. So stay tuned to watch it. I'll be linking the YouTube channel. The link is on our bio, and also I'll be showing the name Chidera Wafo. So check the full video on YouTube to watch. I'm making a full video with him to post it on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Do have a nice day, and until next time, peace.
Olódùmarè, ọba tí ń pèsè, a fi ayé wa lé ọ lọ́wọ́ lóṣù tuntun yìí. Kí oṣù yìí jẹ́ oṣù ìdùnnú, ayọ̀ àti ẹ̀rín fún wa. Kí oṣù yìí jẹ́ oṣù tí ìlérí rere yóò ṣẹ láyé wa ní ti dáadáa, tí ẹsẹ̀ wa yóò rìn síbi ire, tí ọwọ́ wa ó sì gbá ire ayọ̀ mú ṣinṣin. Kí oṣù yìí jẹ́ oṣù tí ohun rere ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa ní tẹ̀ríntẹ̀rín. Kí gbogbo ohun tá a bá dáwọ́lé ó yọrí sí rere lóṣù yìí o. Fún wa ní ìbùkún tí kò ní dí. Gbọ́ àdúrà wa ní tẹ̀ríntẹ̀rín àti ní tọ̀yàyàtọ̀yàyà. Àmín. Lóṣù tuntun yìí, kí a rí tiwa ṣe ní ti dáadáa o. Ẹ káàárọ̀, a kú oṣù tuntun.
How many of you remembered when Asari Dokubo said this?
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. If Tinubu does not turn our life around, hold me responsible.
And then, few months later,
This is the worst government.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Sheyi. I met with Sheyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NAN's president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Sheikh told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word Ladoja used. It is Ladoja that is telling me this. That he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, that he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who Sheyi is? I say, yes, Sheyi is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear, that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NAN's president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up and that Sheyi can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hardly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. Do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NAN's president now, who controls over 40 million Aluta forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I have told you in brief. So we cannot say, the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just a bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that Sheyi Tinubu is a very bad example to the Nigerian youth. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for Sheyi Tinubu to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame. He has no character. I have been strapped naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Student Affairs. The Secretary, while we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me. That is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.
And the French government in 1939 to 1940 declared war against Germany because of the invasion of Poland by the German government. And then they fought Germany. They started fighting themselves. They couldn't fight alone. French had to go to Africa and recruit your ancestors, my ancestors, to come and join them to fight Germany. After they have fought and defeated Germany, those that fought with France, that aided France, majority of the countries where France went to recruit its colony is Algeria, Morocco, Senegal, Mali, all its colonies. He went there and recruited their forefathers to come and help them to fight a war against Germany. Today, they have changed the narrative of that war to become a world war. They call it World War I, World War II. But in fact, it is not a world war because that war has nothing to do with Africa. Because it is a war within 2-3 countries. The same way they have been manipulating you to believe that their problem is your problem, but your problem is not their problem. Why am I saying this? Today, we see Burkina Faso fighting to liberate themselves. And African youths are folding their hands, watching Chagoury to fight alone. Where is the bravery of your forefathers? Your forefathers that went to fight to defend France. What are you doing today? You can't fight to defend African territory. All the suffering of your forefathers. France does not recognize them anymore. Those that were unalived because of this war between France and Germany. Today, France did not recognize that your forefathers, your ancestors, unalive for because to defend them. They are giving you the most restricted migration law so far. Why am I saying this? You guys should wake up. Chagoury is fighting for African liberation, not just Burkina, okay? I am expecting African youths to mobilize themselves and volunteer to go and join Chagoury to defend African territory. Defend your natural resources. Defend the future of your children. Defend motherland. Motherland is calling you. You that is watching me in Germany, in France, in Austria, in Norway, in Spain, in Italy, everywhere you are, in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso, everywhere that you are, in Sierra Leone, everywhere. Burkina needs you. The Burkinabs, they need you. You have to go and support your brother. One Africa, we must defend our motherland. Self-defense is a right, and Chagoury must be defended with your voice and my voice. Thank you very much. Share this video, let it go viral. Wake up, Africa youth. Wake up. British.
Yoruba nation, no go back. Yoruba nation, no go back. Message tí mo forward ẹ̀mí Adéríbigbé ni o. Mo kí gbogbo ilé, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa. Message tí mo forward wọlé láti ara group Yoruba nation náà ni mo ti gbọ́ láàárọ̀ yìí. So yẹn ló jẹ́ kí n forward rẹ̀ wọlé pé kí gbogbo wa náà ká gbọ́ kó má ṣe pójú àwa tá wà ń bẹ̀ nìkan náà ni a máa gbọ́. Tí ó fi jẹ́ pé a mọ ohun tí a fẹ́ ṣe sí o. So kò ní bàjẹ́ o. Ẹ dákun ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà, ẹ dákun ẹ bá ní dìde sí o. Ohun tá bá ṣe ẹja tètè mọ̀.
Ẹ má dáhùn. Ẹ ló sa kúrò lẹ́hùn bàbá lídà. Èyí tí mo ń ṣàlàyé fún yín ni pé níbi ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì mẹ́ta níbi ilẹ̀ Ṣakí àti Kwara state tó jẹ́ Ọ̀yọ́ state níbi tí wọ́n ti pàdé ìyọnu kan ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn bandits yìí pọ̀ ńbẹ̀ gan-an. Àwọn sójà ẹ̀mọ̀ pé báràkì wà ní Ṣakí wọ́n á wọgbó lọ. Mo rò pé àtàwọn fìgìláńtẹ́ tó wà ní Kwara. Àwọn èèyàn yìí pa àwọn sójà tó pọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ ò pé nǹkan sí àwọn fìgìláńtẹ́. Àwọn yòókù wálé ṣùgbọ́n fún ìyàlẹ́nu gbòdìjẹ ẹ̀rin àbíjàrún àwọn bandits yìí wọ̀lú kéékèèké nílọ́nugbó. Wọ́n sun gbogbo ilé wọn, wọ́n pààyàn, wọ́n sun ọkọ̀ 8 níná. Lẹ́yìn náà ìyàlẹ́nu tó wà ní pé Iléṣà àti Ṣakí gangan ní ààlà Ọ̀yọ́ state. Lánàá èèyàn 6 ni wọ́n wọ̀lú tí wọ́n yìnbọn pa ńbẹ̀ tí wọn ò sì rí wọn mú tí wọ́n tún ti wọ̀gbẹ́. Àwọn sójà tún ti wọ̀gbẹ́ lánàá. Àwọn kan tún ti lọ láàárọ̀ yìí ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà tún ti múra pé at any time torí àti súnmọ́ra wájú káwa ó dákẹ́ lọ. Lórí ìdí èyí.
Ó tún wálẹ̀ kan sí ipa kó bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. ẹ̀yin bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n àti àbúrò ojú wo lẹ fi wò ó báwo lẹ ṣe rí sí pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí a jọ wò láti àtẹ̀kàn yìí ẹ bá wa fi kọ́mẹ̀ntì tiyín sílẹ̀ opinion ti tiyín náà kò gbẹ́yìn ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ fọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè jọ gbé lárugẹ ẹ̀yin ẹ sọ tiyín èmi náà ti gbé àwọn nǹkan tèmi náà fún yín bó ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ ti tèmi àti báwo ló ṣe lè rí lọ́dọ̀ ti tiyín ẹ jẹ́ àjọ fi sínú comment section ẹ má gbàgbé láti like fídíò yìí ẹ̀yin tó bá jẹ́ nígbà àkọ́kọ́ ẹ má gbàgbé láti subscribe orúkọ tèmi náà ti yí padà Aye Re O Dr. Zabby's Talk Show